For spreadsheet lesson 2, you're going to be creating a spreadsheet about the NBA Hall of Fame. You're going to find attached to this assignment a blank spreadsheet that is titled NBA Hall. That's where you actually input your data and then make the formatting changes. You're also going to see that I attached a PDF version of the data that you may need if that would make it easier for you. So the first thing you're going to do is open that attachment for the Google Sheet NBA Hall, which is your blank spreadsheet. And then you're going to format the width of column A to 200. In order to do that, you need to right-click the row number or the column letter and click Resize Row or Resize Column. We're doing the column, so we'll choose column for that. So column A to 200. So we're going to right-click on column A and choose Resize Column, and we're going to change that to 200. And then click OK. Once you have changed that, then you're going to move on to step number 3. Step number 3, you're going to format the width of column D to 300. So we're going to go through that step again. This time we're going to right click on column D and choose Resize Column. And we're going to change that to 300 and click OK. And notice now columns A and D are larger than B and C. Number 4, you're going to change the row height from of row 1 to 50. So now we're going to go over here and we're going to right click on the number 1 for row 1. And now notice that it says Resize Row. And we're going to change it to 50. Notice that the row is now taller than the remaining rows. Now we're on to number 5, which says to format column D to wrap the text within each cell. It says select all the cells for which you want text to wrap. Click on the Format menu, then point to text wrapping, then click Wrap. An easy way to do this is to click on the D for column D. Notice that all of column D becomes highlighted in blue, which means it is selected. And now we're going to go through the steps to turn on text wrapping. We're going to go to the Format menu. Then we're going to find text wrapping in that menu. And we're going to choose Wrap. So now, anytime text needs to wrap in column D, that will happen. Number 6 says to type the data shown below into the spreadsheet. And I also attached that as a PDF to your assignment, so that may help you out if needed. I would suggest that you split your screen between your sheet and your information that you need to type in, and then begin typing. Please notice that in row 1, you only have an entry in cell A1. Remember, a cell is an intersection of a column letter and a row number. So A1 would have NBA Hall of Fame. Notice that row 2 is completely skipped. There is no text in row 2. Then in row 3, you will enter something in A3, B3, C3, and D3. Again, continue entering your data. As you type in the data in D4, D5, and so on, it may not look like it's going to wrap at first, but when you strike enter, that wrapping of text that we set will take place. So enter all of the data, and then be sure you scroll down to step number 7. You're going to merge cells A1 through D1. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do that. First of all, you will select A1, drag over through D1 so that those cells are selected. Then you're going to click on the Merge Cells button on the toolbar and then choose Merge All. I will have to click on the 3 dots to be able to see all of my menu. The Merge button is located here. If you hover over it, it says Merge Cells. And then click the drop-down arrow and choose Merge All. And that will merge those cells. And what you're going to notice is that you had typed NBA Hall of Fame in that cell, and it's going to center across all of those cells. Then step number 8 says to center the text in cell A1 vertically. So you're going to click on cell A1, which is now merged, and then go to the Align button on the toolbar and then click Center Align. So actually, I was wrong on that. It's not going to center align until you change this horizontal align center. And I need to fix that typo. That should be horizontally. Then step number 9 is to carefully proofread, spell check, and correct your work. To set the print area of the spreadsheet to include cells A1 through D10, you're going to go to cells A1 and drag over to D and then down through 10. With those cells highlighted, you can go to File, Print. And then you will see a preview of your spreadsheet here with all of your data, and it should just show that those cells that you have selected. You can click cancel because you're not going to print this, but I just wanted you to see what it's going to look like when you are finished. So I've given you a snipped image of what the finished spreadsheet should look like. Be sure you read all instructions as you're working through this, all the way through step number 12 where you finally turn it in. If you have any questions, email me at smithla@whitehallsd.org.